Yeah, what's up? It's your boy Phillips. Still talking on the series of why you need to maybe use your school fees to be online. When I say be online, I don't mean for you to just be chatting on Facebook, tweeting, because it doesn't really make sense. It kills if you're just online and you're not achieving something. But in the world of today, I can actually tell you it's very, very important for you to have your school fees as your internet subscription. Basically, if you know what you're going to use it to do. Because in the long run, it's going to pay you. Because whatever you want to learn in school, you can actually learn that on the internet and make great achievement more than the one your teacher would actually teach you. It's very ironical, but people don't really understand it. It has happened to me, and sometimes I regret why being in school. Because we recycle the type of curriculum that I've been there for 10 years. And when I graduate, I've got no other thing. And it's very funny because what I get at the end of the day is just what? Looking for job. It's very, very painful. A lot of people have experienced that. I know you must actually have somebody that's actually undergoing that kind of situation right now. Have you ever thought about it? What it costs you to get your O level, what it costs you to get jam, time, the passion you give it to study. For those of us that study. At the end of the day, thank God I got admission in quote. And what happens at the end of the day, we start the hustle of trying to get A's inside the school. And what really happens? We already have the admission and we are trying to get a grade because the philosophy is that if you make less than third class, at least job is not for you no matter how much you spend in the university. And come to think about it, in Nigeria we have 36 states, and in each state there are not less than 4 universities or 4 higher institutions in all of the state, in each state. In my state like Enugu here, we have more than 10 universities, colleges of education, polytechnics. Then calculate the number of graduates, so-called, that troop out of these very institutions every year. At least in each finals in one of the universities or colleges and polytechnics, in each year there must be at least 1,000 graduates. I mean from all the departments, but I know it should be up to 6,000. 6,000 times 36 states. That's a very large amount of people coming out every year. And I can actually tell you they're up to a million plus, because it's true. Then where are these guys working? So it should come to your mind that most of the people you see on the street driving keke, even back then when I was still using bike, driving buses, doing some manual labors, most of them are graduates, and some of them are smart. Then if you go to the other type of deals that people do today, young people, because of the passion, there's a lot of zeal in their mind. They have these ideas that is roasting. Most of them not channel it to bad things. Like computer today will have a lot of things that it can help you do, but some people that misconceived the idea can actually do a lot of bad things there. Scamming, doing a lot of things. Imagine if these ideas were channeled into more entrepreneurial thing. I know it's not easy to be an entrepreneur because it takes a lot of things. It takes money and it takes risk. It takes some abilities, which actually is not really easy to get. But what am I talking in essence? we need to understand that the government is not after us. We are just a number that makes up the country, Nigeria. I understand. I don't mean to cause a problem, but just if you think about it very well, you understand. Because um, a citizen is somebody that has the right, or has right to some things in the in the country. You understand. But I think our right here only is to vote. Only want to get the PVC. I think that's only the period we actually show rights, our right to vote. Because I don't see the reason why the government keep on increasing the school fees in some government schools, then the private school is untouchable, telling you it's not for you. Then the poorest of the ministers send their kids to Ghana. When I say poor, you know what the type of poor I mean? A minister can be poor, but comparing to what he's banking, there are people that are actually good, that have banked a lot of money, send their kids where? The UK, the US. And if you go to that school, it's the best school in the whole wide world. Like Harvard, MIT, Carnegie Mellon, Stanford, Oxford, University of Sheffield, a lot of schools that make sense. And we're here, and we're here like paying, I don't know. Our school is just a compliment. And at the end of the day, God helped some of us. We are unstoppable. We have the mindset. But my concern is that we need to wake up. Computer have helped a lot of people today. Personally, me and a lot of other guys there. A lot of things you can actually learn. Those courses you learn in school, you can learn them on the internet comparatively less in the price. Imagine paying 100,000 in a year. In a year, you can use that to buy internet. I know it seems stupid and it seems like this guy, you're really mad. But some people that bought the idea already know what I'm talking about, because in this group we already have people that thinks the same way. People that are actually graduated. And a lot of them are like regretting. School is very important. No, not just the school itself. I mean education, getting educated is important. That's the best thing that can actually happen to you. That's the best thing your father can do for you. There's a point in your life you get, and you don't need somebody to tell you something anymore. Like me, I don't think I can learn on my own. I already know the right thing. I already know what makes sense. What's the need? I'm just like studying piles of book that I'll never use. Have you ever imagined in the universities, professors of mathematics, professors of physics have never come up to do one thing? Why? Because they've never tried to apply what they learned. They're just like Russell Cobain, the garbage in, the garbage out. Making first class in the university is just like, for me, it doesn't make sense. Because it means you just read very well and you copied and you pasted and you was able to get A. And when you keep on getting your A's 4 years, you have first class material. And the best thing that can happen to you is to go back to the school and teach the same thing that is in your brain. Because you come out to the workforce, you can't make it. Because you lack the skills, you lack the hands-on experience. And that's what companies pay. In a company like Google, in a company like Facebook, they don't care. In a company that makes sense these days, they don't care what you have in your paper. You know, Nigeria have that concept of getting a paper, and it doesn't really make sense, man. We just have to grow up. Tell ourselves the truth. Get out of this shell. We have been into this game for a very long time now, and it's creeping in, and it's piling up. A lot of graduates are there. Millions of undergraduates, millions of school leavers, and there seems to be no hope. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's painful. The government, you see, the election just came on. It's over now, and they're just hustling, trying to fix people in the position to kind of still share the money. Corrupt people trying to correct corrupt people. I don't understand. As in terribly corrupt, as in they have it in their head. In fact, they dream about it. In fact, they are passing it from their, just like what we did in biology then. That trait, the character, you transfer from parent to offspring or your progeny. Now, corruption from our old leaders that refuse to get old. Because when I was growing up, they told me you are the leader of tomorrow. I mean, the youth are the leader of tomorrow. But now I'm kind of getting old, but there still seems to be no young leader anymore. So those old people, they pass the corrupt ideas to their kids, and they are now taking over. And there seems to be no end to this dilemma. There seems to be no end to this canker worm. The thing has eaten deep. Every nook and cranny in the secondary school and the university, everywhere. In fact, they do it with happiness because they felt, it's happening up there now. What else? I have to eat. I have a family to fend for. The young people will tell you, let me just get this grade, man. No matter how, I just have to do it. And that's bad because it has effects. It affects you because you will not know what you're supposed to know since you paid money to get the A. You've had to change. No, it's possible, but it begins with you. Just have to do it, and just do it now. Now, or it's too late. Now.